Well, good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank Ann for that kind introduction. And it's always a pleasure to be here. I want to thank the Toronto Real Estate Board for hosting this fantastic event in support of Realtors Care Foundation. They do phenomenal work. Thank you so much. And I always enjoy talking to the TREB members, because I know that many of you share the same priorities when it comes to running an efficient and effective city. Folks, I was elected with a clear mandate. A clear mandate to bring accountability to City Hall, to keep taxes low and to reduce the size and cost of government. I am so pleased to stand before you today and say, in the first 2.5 years, I have done exactly what you elected me to do. Toronto has taken great strides in the past 2.5 years. Our city's government is now working more efficiently and more effectively than ever before. We have successfully eliminated the budget gap. For a decade, folks, Toronto relied on prior year surpluses, drawing money from reserve funds and one-time found money to balance its operating budgets. Friends, in 2013, that is over. The 2013 budget was balanced for the first time ever in Toronto's history without using any prior year surplus. We are the only city in North America to pass a budget that spent less money one year than it did in the previous year. Over the next 10 years, folks, we are reducing the city's debt by $804 million, while at the same time investing $1.2 billion more on our infrastructure needs. This has to be done. We have privatized garbage collection west of Yonge Street, saving in 4 years $80 million while improving service for the residents. My administration negotiated an historic labor deals that are helping us improve efficiency and save hundreds of millions of dollars. And all of this without a single day of labor disruption. We have changed the corporate culture at City Hall. Today, the City of Toronto is committed to customer service excellence. Toronto is a vibrant city. Toronto is a beautiful city. A city where people want to live, work, and play. We are seeing record tourism numbers, with over 9 million hotel rooms sold last year. Our city is growing. Our city is growing at a record pace. We have seen record number of new developments. We have more cranes in the sky than New York, Miami, Chicago, Atlanta, and LA combined.
Wow.
Folks, they're the facts. We have come a long way. We have come a long, long way. We are turning the corner, and we are on the right path. Because of our fiscal discipline, international bond rating agencies like Moody's and DBRS have kept Toronto's credit rating strong, even as they lowered the province of Ontario's credit rating last year. Folks, you all know it's been challenging. It has not been easy. But we are doing it, and there's still much, much more work to be done. But I can say with confidence today that the city, like I said, is on the right track. My administration is reducing the size and cost of government to keep your taxes as low as possible. Over the first 3 years, we have increased taxes, unfortunately, the average of about 1.5% to 1.75%. Lower than any city in North America. In 2011, City Council voted with me to eliminate that $60 personal vehicle tax. Over 4 years, folks, that's going to put $200 million back in the taxpayer's pocket. Let them spend it as they want. In just 3 years, we found over $600 million in efficiency savings with minimal impact to services we deliver. These are permanent savings, folks. These are permanent savings to our base budget, largely driven by the consolidation of back office operations and internal restructuring within our divisions. People do this every day in the private sector. We are doing it every day down at City Hall. We are reinvesting these savings into our city's growing and operating capital demands. This helps us directly offset the need for hundreds of millions of dollars in future tax increases. Last week, I announced the City of Toronto realized a surplus of $248 million. Before I took office, friends, any annual surplus was used to fill holes in a bloated operating budget. But folks, I'll guarantee you one thing. That is not happening under my watch. Under my leadership, the City of Toronto has changed its financial management strategies. We are now planning for the future, a bright future, a vibrant future, a better future for all. In 2012, City Council voted with me to put an end to the unsustainable budget practices of the last administration. Our new surplus management policy dictates that 75% of any annual surplus must now go towards funding our capital needs. That's $186 million we are investing in projects like traffic signal coordination, which will help improve the flow of traffic at over 1,000 intersections in this beautiful city. I want to thank the Chair of Public Works, who's with us today, Councillor Denzil Minnan-Wong, for leading the charge. Thank you so much. The remaining 25% of our 2012 surplus, about $62 million, will go to replenishing our reserves to help fund future liabilities. We can now say City Hall is budgeting to address our needs in a sustainable and responsible way. Unfortunately, folks, for years, our aging infrastructure was neglected and ignored. As the state of good repair backlog grew, our city's infrastructure deteriorated. Today, I'm proud to say this trend has been reversed. In the 2013 budget, the massive state of good repair backlog, unfortunately, my administration inherited a nightmare. Folks, the 2013 budget is an infrastructure budget. We're replacing our aging sewers and water mains. We're fixing roads, filling potholes. We have filled a record number of potholes in 2013. Over 200,000 have been filled. Over the next 10 years, we're investing $10 billion, I emphasize $10 billion, to maintain our city's aging infrastructure in a state of good repair. We're putting money into roads. bridges, sidewalks, and expressways. That's where people want their money spent. We're investing $2.5 billion over the next 10 years on our water mains, our sewers, our water infrastructure. Water is the most important infrastructure project that we have. We are upgrading decades-old playground equipment and building new community facilities for everyone to enjoy. We have reined in the out-of-control spending. We are now able to fund our capital and operating needs in a sustainable and effective way. At the same time, my administration is moving aggressively to create jobs and tackle our city's unemployment rate. I campaigned on getting rid of that land transfer tax. I'm going to start eliminating that land transfer tax. Today, if you're looking to buy a detached home in Toronto, you can expect to pay approximately $25,000 in 2 land transfer taxes. That's thousands of dollars new homeowners could otherwise be putting into our economy. Money that they'd be using for renovations on their home or buying new furniture. But there's reasons and many, many more. I'm committed. I said I'm going to do it, and I'm starting to do it. I'm starting to phase out the land transfer tax. Folks, it's going to be a challenge. I need your help. I need your help to convince these councillors to start eliminating this land transfer tax. Unfortunately, they are addicted to spending that land transfer tax. Absolutely addicted to it. They want to keep it, and they want to keep spending the millions of dollars it brings in. But I would rather see those millions being spent by our residents, stimulating the economy, creating jobs, giving them an opportunity to spend it the way they wish to spend their hard-earned tax dollars. My administration has proven that there is a better way to do things. I have asked the new budget chief, Frank DiGiorgio, to work with our city's finance team and bring forward a plan immediately to reduce the land transfer tax by a minimum of 10%. We have to start somewhere. Realistically, if I go to council and say we're getting rid of 50% of land transfer tax, folks, that's not going to happen. Not with the group of councillors we have right now. This will make life a little easier for seniors looking to downsize their home and growing families. This is a small step in the right direction, a step which I know we can take this year. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for inviting me here today, but I must ask you a question. It all comes down to trust. Ask yourself, who do I trust with my hard-earned tax dollars? You're going to have a decision to make October 27th of 2014. Under my administration, the City of Toronto is now focused on driving efficiencies, investing in our capital priorities, and making the most of every tax dollar. You have trusted me with your hard-earned taxpayers' money for the last 2.5 years and the next 1.5 years. And I'm so proud to say that's exactly what my administration is doing. We are watching every dime, every single dime at City Hall. And you have to answer that question. October 27th of 2014, who are you going to vote for to watch your tax dollars? Thank you very much.